ये hijab sometimes is being used as a weaponization. Just 2 days ago, when the Afghan minister was here, the entire opposition rallied together. And what did they say? Their biggest objection was, why are women journalists not being allowed to enter the press conference at the Afghanistan's embassy? Wasn't that the big concern? You wanted to empower women so that women should break the shackle of the Talibani thought and be present. And rightly so. Rightly so, the next press conference had women sitting in the front row. Good, the pressure came from within. Why then should young children in Kerala be subjected to this religious profiling? And I want to give you a nugget of information. There are around 450 students in the Kerala school. 117 of them are Muslims, minorities and Muslim minorities. None of them have a problem. No one wants a hijab. They are wearing their pants and shirts and going to school. And since 1998, this school is operating. One girl, one day after 4.5 months, wants a hijab. The SDPI is brought in, and suddenly everybody is up in arms. ऐसा क्या हो गया अनवर पाशा जी?
Navika ji, good evening.
Namaskar.
For you, this is a international issue. For your channel, this issue is an international issue. That's why you have made the topic of the discussion today. For me, this is a very
Kerala is in India. आप international बना रहे हैं केरला को?
The Parents Teachers Association, and you are trying to do it. Let me. You have heard very patiently to Mr. Poonawalla. Kindly give me some time to speak as well. This is a localized issue, and the administration as well as the Teachers Parents Association and the school, they are solving it. And for me, this is a localized issue. So don't make it a national issue, because it helps BJP. At the behest of BJP, you are trying to make it an international issue. This is the only issue of the Muslims. The Muslims have no other issues at all. Education is not an issue for you. Unemployment is not an issue for you. Law and order is not an issue for you. In Bihar, we are facing all these issues. That's why I'm telling you. These are the biggest issue. Kindly discuss these issues also. Kindly have a discussion over the unemployment issue. Kindly have a discussion over the migration issue at large scale in Bihar. Kindly have a discussion over the crime that is happening every day. Every day, at least half a dozen women are being raped in Bihar. 1 dozen people are being killed every day, murdered every day in Bihar. In Patna, even in the capital of Bihar, nobody is
बिहार के बहुत पास है दुर्गापुर में भी सर बिहार के बहुत पास है दुर्गापुर मैं रही हुई हूँ दुर्गापुर में भी और मैं बिहार में भी रही हुई हूँ वहाँ के लिए भी कभी आवाज उठा दिया करिए इशू ऑफ विमेन इन दुर्गापुर व्हेन डिड यू लास्ट रेज योर वॉइस अनवर पाशा जी एंड व्हाई इज दिस नॉट अ नेशनल इशू कर्नाटका में देयर इज अ बीजेपी Sarkar and the hijab issue comes up, it becomes a national issue. Kerala, left and Congress, so we should not make it a national issue. चलिए मैं बिहार का इशू उठाती हूँ बिहार के इलेक्शन में आप तो कह रहे हैं आपके अलायंस पार्टनर कह रहे हैं बुर्का वाली महिलाओं को चेक नहीं करना चाहिए Why should burqa clad women not be checked? I want to ask you.
We'll provide job to all the unemployed people.
सर जॉब का कैलकुलेशन तो मैंने आपके साथ किया था आप कैलकुलेशन दे नहीं पाए थे 10 लाख करोड़ रुपीस यू नीड टू प्रोवाइड द जॉब्स दैट तेजस्वी जी हैज प्रॉमिस्ड मुझे बता दीजिए चलिए मुझे बता दीजिए 10 लाख करोड़ रुपए कहां से आ रहे
बीजेपी नाउ each Taliban and BJP are hugging each other today. They are the big friends today. They are in honeymoon today. Taliban, what is the idea of Taliban is the idea of BJP and RSS.
Anwar Pasha ji, honestly, you know, I'm asking you questions that are related to the debate. You are on your own trip, then so be it. Anand Ranganathan, please respond to this completely off the track diatribe by Professor Anwar Pasha.
Good evening, Navika, and good evening to my fellow panelists. First things first. How can you call yourself secular and at the same time fight for religious dress codes to be allowed in schools? How can you call yourself objective when you outrage now, but were totally silent when the Kerala government banned wearing of hijab over SPC uniform? The Kerala High Court dismissed Muslim plea to wear hijab to school. The Kerala Muslim Education Society, controlling 150 schools, banned niqab. Where were these leftist wokes and Islamists then? And will you have a Muslim swimmer wear a burqa while taking part in a swimming competition? Where does this end? Are there rules and uniforms? But beyond the hypocrisy and selectivity, there is a broader issue here, and let me address that very briefly. Number one, Navika, I am very clear. There should be one rule and no duplicity in implementing or following it. And when I say religious dress codes, symbols and identities, I mean all religions, no exception. So a school can ban hijab or a burqa because it has a specific rule of a uniform, but it cannot at the same time allow a tilak, kada, cross or turban. What about Jerehu? Well, as long as these religious symbols are concealed and not exhibited, in any case, don't schools allow entry to circumcised boys? Circumcision is a religious commandment in Islam, but because it is concealed, it should be fine. Number two, there is a legitimate concern of security because a burqa covers the face. It is astonishing that some people don't get this. Number three, Navika, by allowing religious dress codes, symbols, identities into educational institutions, we are, I'm afraid, on the road to normalizing unjust, draconian, misogynistic, sexist, supremacist religious orders and commandments. Where would this end? I ask two simple questions. A, what if tomorrow some religion or its god orders women to be shackled in ball and chain at all times? Would you demand that the school allow the girls to rattle and drag themselves in?
Is not secret.
What if tomorrow a student demands he be allowed entry into clothes without clothes
one
because
religion,
it fulfills the...
one leader, one party, one ideology.
Did I?
And that is the ideology of
why am I
RSS.
being interrupted?
That you
Why
want
is this person
to impose
rattled?
on the country.
This is not an international
believe in
issue. I was
unity in diversity.
Professor Anwar Pasha, if somebody were to say your hatred towards Sanatanis, towards Hindus is also well known, फिर आप क्या जवाब देंगे? फिर आप क्या जवाब देंगे? अगर लॉजिक की बात होती है आपको हेट्रेड नजर आने लगता है.
I'm answering to Professor Anand Ranganathan's statement.
Did I?
Yes, he wants
statement?
one rule in the country. Obviously, there is one rule in the country. But the same country, same constitution says that there should be a unity in diversity. We believe in that. Ranganathan doesn't believe in unity in diversity. He believes in one religion, one country, sorry, one leader.
Anything.
One leader.
Professor Anwar Pasha, Professor Anwar Pasha, I just want to read out to you for your benefit what the Kerala High Court said on this issue in 2018. And I am not, after all, the High Court is following the law laid by the Constitution. The High Court said on a headscarf issue, court upheld the right of the school to decide the uniform for students. 2018, sir. So, High Court is working, and Kerala High Court, is it working on the Constitution or is it working according to the BJP?
Navika ji, you must be aware that in most of the schools in our country, the girls and the boys from SC/ST community, they are forced to clean the washroom.
कहाँ बात ले जा रहे हैं आप? Now you are going to from unemployment to washing of bathrooms. Anand Ranganathan, complete your point.
Thank you. Thank you. As I was saying, would Professor Pasha be all right if Sophia Qureshi, who was in the armed forces, was to give a press conference dressed in burqa? There are rules and regulations, uniforms. Away from the job, you can do whatever you want. But Navika, here, please give me 30 seconds. I hope I'm not interrupted. There is also the other side. What is and what isn't essential is either at the discretion of the believer or it has been explicitly defined by Allah himself. So whether you may think it is misogynistic or regressive or a symbol of subjugation, Allah is very clear on how a woman should dress. So every true Muslim woman has to adhere to this dress code or a burqa or a hijab. And if a school allows for a dress code or identities of other religion, then it has to allow for Islam. As I said, no discrimination. But a uniform is uniform. Otherwise, please answer me.